I've been working on this new painting for about 3 days now. I try to paint as much as I can every day, which usually is about an hour, an hour and a half. And if you've seen some of my work, that I paint lines. I haven't usually done like a talking video like this because it takes so long to kind of paint this that I always think that people are just going to get bored. I also find that I prefer to kind of just paint instead of worrying about what the video looks like or what I'm saying on the video, because you do think about like what are you saying, why are you saying it, and things like that. Yeah, I had this idea. I mean, I've had a lot of ideas, but not all of them usually translate into actual paintings because of the lack of time, or maybe I've had stuff happening in life. And I also do like a bunch of things, right? I'm a photographer, I do content for brands. I also like to relax, so I don't like you know just pushing myself too much, because I feel like I've done a lot of that already. Like I've hustled so hard when I was in India, and life in Australia is quite different. People, it's like you go to the beach, you go for a hike, you go for a walk. It's a beautiful country, and in general, there's so much to do. Like I have two photography assignments that I shot a month ago, maybe, and I still have to edit the photos and send them to the clients. They got back to me, I think, last week, and I've been having some health stuff also that I've been taking care of. So it's been a bit slower than usual. Um, yeah, so this is how I paint. I've put down these lines, and now these are different, so these will eventually kind of look like that. These are supposed to be the leaves of a gum tree, and these are supposed to be gum flowers. And obviously this is an abstract interpretation of that, and I didn't really know what I would be doing till I started doing it, like what the abstract interpretation would actually look like. um yeah, but I enjoy the process. I start painting, and then it's like, oh, that's what we're doing. And yeah, it's fun. I really enjoy painting like this, all kinds of ideas and art. And Australia is also quite colorful. I mean, compared to India, there are different colors and different ways in which, as an artist, I observe those colors. Like the gum trees, for example, are just absolutely beautiful. And in India, you grow up, just it's like a eucalyptus tree. We don't call them gum trees, we call them eucalyptus trees. And I don't think I paid so much attention to gum trees when I was back in India. But here, because it's a thing, and everyone, you get wood from red gum and pink gum and blue gum, and Jamie's been working with someone and chopping firewood and stuff, and I've been generally looking at all the trees in the neighborhood and all the cockatoos in the trees in the neighborhood, and it's been quite interesting to see all the different colors of flowers, and they're just beautiful. I'm working on a series of brooches also, which again has been sitting for some time. I haven't really finished them yet. Hopefully, I'll finish them for by SA week. If you have been living in South Australia for a while, I'm sure you're aware. By SA week is something promoted by the South Australian government, where They try and help and promote smaller businesses from South Australia, so artists, all kinds of products, food, etc. And you get like discounts. They have activities that you can do, and yeah, it's a whole thing. Like I was aware of it, but I wasn't sure how to kind of participate in it. So basically, I signed up for brand essay. So because I'm based in South Australia, I can use the brand essay, like made in South Australia. It's a, I guess, like you have Australia made, which is a larger brand thing. Australia made, if you want to use, you have to pay, I think, $300 a year or something like that. But brand essay, if you are based in South Australia, you can apply, and then they kind of look at what you do, etc., and they try to kind of verify you, and then you can use their brand assets. So the Buy Essay Week is part of that, and my paintings and my brooches will be available to buy. I've never done a discount before in my life for my art or my brooches, and I decided to do it for Buy Essay Week. So there'll be like a discount code that you can use, and I sell from my website. I don't have a physical location currently. Might change in the future if I do like a, like an exhibit or something here at home. Open it for like a day or two. I'm not sure. I'd like to do that, but then it involves people actually coming to your place and stuff. And I've done in-person exhibits, art markets in India. There aren't a lot of like art markets. The one I've done in India is called Take on Art. It's done by Bhavna Kakkar, who is a well recognized name in the art space, at least in North India. And my brooches did really well there. I was quite shocked at how many people actually. I also used to do earrings, which I don't do right now. But yeah, like see how it's kind of transformed, from what it was. So like even this, once I do more lines, it's the kind of color I want. It's slightly different from the others. So the way the eucalyptus leaves have those kind of shades that you see, I like doing that, and I like using lines to be able to do that. I think it's fun. Um, to be able to kind of make multiple colors even though you're using a limited palette in that sense, because I mean, these acrylic pens, they only come in certain colors, and you can always mix the colors and put them in a empty pen body. You can do that also. I find that a bit tedious. I have done it, but I find that a bit tedious. I like the challenge, or the the experimentation of putting colors together and seeing what happens. Like, do I need to put these black lines down and then cover them? Not really, but I enjoy the effect, like of painting over the black lines, and you get this different kind of color which doesn't really exist in the pens otherwise. And again, to be able to capture the color of a leaf, because I don't want it to just look like, because a lot of people initially, when I put my art on exhibition in India, the first time I did it, people were just walking past, and no one was really asking me any questions. And I was like, why aren't people like engaging more? So then I kind of stood up from the space, and if someone walked past, I'd be like, hi, I'm a painter, this is how I paint. And eventually a couple of people stopped, and they were like, oh, these are beautiful, like, where did you get them printed? And I was like, these are not printed, they're hand painted. So then I realized that, if someone actually stopped and asked me that, I'm sure there are others who just assumed and didn't ask me. And these are not prints, these are paintings. So you'll see some on my store. It's nena.co/shop online. And those are the kind of paintings that I do. Most of my work that I painted back in India is still pretty much back in India. I have a gallery there I have two galleries there that have decided to represent me. So I haven't had the work like shipped here. I don't know, maybe I will at some point. But I have painted the stuff that you'll see on the shop has all been painted here in South Australia. Um, and they are available for you to buy. And I've also listed them on Blue Thumb, which is this Australian art aggregator kind of website. And yeah, they've had a lot of views. I've had some really good feedback from art collectors. It's always interesting in general as a person when you move to a new place, like how are things priced, what kind of people like buy art, that kind of stuff. So I'm still figuring all these things out, and there are a lot of opportunities here where you can, showcase your art. And Australia in general, I found, is very supportive of artists. There are always all these programs that the government is doing. There's so many art galleries where you can apply for like exhibiting your work. There are government grants that you can apply for. So there's a lot happening, and it's a much smaller space. So it's it's not that confusing in the sense. I mean, it's confusing in the sense that if you are new like me, then it takes a while to kind of understand it. For example, the reason I have not participated in SALA yet is because you're supposed to collaborate with a space and showcase your work there, and I don't really know anyone, so I don't really know how to kind of reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm an artist, and I don't know, I guess I'm just being shy or whatever. um yeah, and then I also keep judging myself that, oh, I don't really have enough art to actually show somewhere. I've yeah, I mean, I've been lucky. I did a series of brooches when I got here, and I sent an email to the shop at the Art Gallery of South Australia, and I was like, hey, do you think this fits, and would you like to retail this? And they were like, yes, we would. So I was they bought a series of my brooches, and they all sold, which was great. But I still haven't sold anything from my shop. So I'm not entirely sure how that works. What kind of people buy online in Australia? I'm not yet sure, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. And it's also about actually putting the word out there, and I really haven't been focusing a lot on my art recently. I moved in with Jamie, so that was a whole thing. And then I haven't really been keeping too well, so yeah, it's now I feel like I'm kind of getting back into it. So you'll be hearing a lot more from me related to art and the brooches that I make and stuff like that. And I hope to finish the brooches that I started, and hopefully there will be some sales during by say week or even before that. I don't know, maybe someone will see this video and go and see my brooches and be like, yes, I want to wear those, which would be very cool. So shipping within Adelaide is free. So you just buy it, and I will ship it to you. Who knows, I might even drive down to deliver them to you if you are like within greater Adelaide. And it's always nice to be able to do that. And again, I'm not actually going to like meet people. If you're there, and if you're following the delivery, etc., then I might actually say hello. But yeah, that's the progress on this one so far. And yeah, it's a nice rainy morning in Adelaide, and I think I'm going to stop the video now because I feel like I'm getting a bit distracted. Bye.